start, I want to share a very brief idea about Hanukkah. Hanukkah, which always comes in the winter time, really provides light for the entire world. And one of the beauty of Hanukkah is that when the days are dark, and really the nights are dark, the moon this time of year is actually always quite small, the Jewish people say, you know what we need to do? We need to provide more light. And so for 8 nights, we stand by the windows of our homes, and we light 1 candle the first night, and 2 candles the second night, up until the 8th night of Hanukkah. Recognizing that what we need to do in this world is to build and to add more light and more brightness. And that's one of the reasons why specifically we felt that we're going to do a Canorah with cans, which are going to be donated to 2 very important organizations. One will be the local York University Food Bank, so that people whose perhaps lives are a little bit dark could become a little bit brighter with the food that we're going to be providing them. And also for a food bank, Jonathan Tebeka's responsible. Thank you very much, Jonathan. For Canorah, which is a food bank located in Vaughan, up in north of Steeles, just the other side of the road, to help families in those communities who perhaps are also need a little bit of food and need a bit of light and need a bit of fuel. So that's one of the reasons why we thought this would be very appropriate. And what's really nice about Hanukkah is the people at the time, going back towards the middle of the Second Temple period, they were under a tremendous sense of persecution. And when the Greeks were persecuting them and didn't allow them to celebrate their holidays, instead of rolling over and surrendering, the Jewish people said, we are going to be active. We are going to do something about it. We're not going to allow the enemies to defeat the Jewish people physically and spiritually. And because of that, we celebrate Hanukkah specifically during this time of year. And then an amazing thing happened. When they went back to the temple, there wasn't enough oil to rekindle the candelabra, the menorah that was in the temple. And miraculously, instead of lasting 1 night, it lasted for 8 nights. And the message, I think, is clear that sometimes you just have to take that initiative. You just have to light for 1 day. You have to do a little bit. And we hope that God and the world around us will help us take the next step to ensure that we can remain bright for 8 nights, hopefully for an entire lifetime. So wish everybody a wonderful, happy Hanukkah. And what I always like to end with is that when you light a candle's an amazing thing. If I were to come here, let's say with Hanukkah, with chocolate coins and give them out. When you give out chocolate coins, within 3 minutes you have less chocolate coins. When it comes to candles, when it comes to spirituality, when you share something with someone, you don't have less, you actually have more. When you share an idea, they become enlightened. And that actually provides more for other people. In the physical world, you share something, you diminish. In the spiritual world, when you share something, you actually grow. I think that's also the message of Hanukkah. So it appears as if we are giving something away by giving away cans. That is not true. We actually are growing because we're giving away cans. We're growing because we are sharing. And candles have that dimension of the spiritual world, because when you light candles, 1 candle can light up an entire world. That's the beauty of candles, that's the spiritual dimension, and that's the message also of the holiday of Hanukkah. So Hanukkah Sameach. Woo! Okay. I feel like I'm thinking about this for the first candle. It is really an honor to call upon Yaraz from the YFS in charge of the food bank to light the first candle. No pressure. Hey. It's a pleasure to call upon Jonathan Tebeka. He's still a student at York University. There we go. It's a pleasure to represent the York University Hillel Board is Natalie Slavan. There we go. representing a partner of ours, David Borkowski from CJA.
Go, David.
That's why it's part of CJA, ladies and gentlemen. Someone who's been a member of faculty here at York University for a very long time, and a tremendous friend, a personal friend, a mentor, and been a faculty member here for decades and decades, Dr. Lakshin. Please, speak up. 6 years. Representing the graduate students of York University, Eitan Dishi. Last but not least, we're going to call on the current and former Executive Director of Hello Greater Toronto, Mark and Zach, in conjunction with Ed Crucci from the Hello Board, to light the final